questions for our compliance specialist, Joye Sanders.
Yes.
You may have seen her before here. She is the know-it-all about FAA regulatory compliance with spraying drones, which is what we specialize in. So I'm gonna do something a little different today. I'm gonna act out a brand new operator, which I'm sure we have a lot
All
behind the
time.
camera that call us in. This I know you know. And yeah, I want to learn a little more about buying a spraying drone. So yeah, my name is Santa Claus. Ring, ring. How's it going?
Hey, Santa.
I am very interested in what you offer, these crop spraying drones. I have a farm. I grow huckleberries in the North Pole. And I have a huge pest problem. I need to spray for these pests. And I think a drone would be perfect for my elves to run and, you know, get rid of these pest problems that I have. So, you know, I don't know if you knew, but the part of North Pole I live in is actually governed by the United States.
The FAA, okay.
And the FAA.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I know,
Learn
crazy.
something new every day.
They annexed it last week, crazy. So what do I have to do to make sure if the feds show up to North Pole, I don't want any drama.
Yeah.
What do I need to do to make sure that I'm 100% legal to operate?
The five pieces of the FAA pie.
Oh, I love pie.
I do too. I actually want some pie. So the 5 pieces of the FAA pie. Basically, your FAA required documentation, the paperwork, is your exemption.
Exemption.
Which comes with a COA.
Exemption, okay. Exemption, yep.
And it comes with a blanket COA, which is a certificate of authorization or waiver.
Oh, so I can be authorized.
So it's a 2-in-1 document, yep.
Nice, okay.
You also get a Part 137 certificate.
137?
Which is for agricultural aircraft operations.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
You also have to register your sleigh.
Okay.
Your drone, your sleigh drone. Your spraying sleigh drone.
Okay, got it.
Okay, so we need a FAA aircraft registration.
Aircraft registration. Okay, it does count as an aircraft. It does fly.
Yes.
Yes.
And Santa needs a pilot license, and each of your elves will need a pilot license.
I learned how to fly back in the, you know,
Doesn't matter.
1800s.
If you're going to do operations, you need a pilot license, and so do your elves.
Okay, all right, all right.
And the 5th piece, as of December, is no longer required for all operations. But if you're going to be spraying your huckleberries at night, then you also need a 3rd-class airman medical,
pretty often in the North Pole.
medical certificate.
In the winter, it's dark all the time. Okay, I
Yep.
might need that. I feel like I'm pretty fit for Santa.
Yeah.
You know?
That's your 5 pieces.
Okay, should be okay.
Now, of course, there's a separate process for each one. The pilot license and the medical, you and your elves can do on your own time.
Okay.
You do need to have the remote pilot certificate, which is Part 107 license.
Part 107.
You have to have that and an N number for your sleigh drone, and then we apply for your 137 certificate.
Okay, that could
So that's
be an
your
option.
kind of last final step.
I see.
Now,
So-
is that your sleigh
No,
drone?
yeah, that's my secret drawings for my elves. Okay.
So basically, there's some other things you and your elves need to know. Restrictions that come back with these exemptions.
Okay.
They're considered conditions and limitations. They're basically like our rules
C
or
and L's?
C and L's. They're basically like our rules or our operating parameters.
Gotcha.
Because Part 137, Part 61, and 91, they just don't allow for drone operations. So even though you have a 107 license, we're not
because these
operating in
laws
107.
were they written before drones were around?
Yeah, and we've been spraying from from airplanes and helicopter for over 100 years.
Wow.
They just have not updated. We've been waiting a long time for them to update the rules, and they haven't yet.
All right. Well, we can we can work through that.
So we got to go around that. So some things you'll need to know prior to all of your operations. You will have to file NOTAMs.
What's that?
Notice to other airmen.
Oh, okay.
You'll have to file
Sometimes
NOTAMs.
my other elves like to test fly their the sleighs.
They'll have to file
That's
NOTAMs.
Okay, NOTAMs,
Golf
got it.
airspace.
Okay.
So depending on what airspace is around the North Pole,
It's fairly open, but you know.
if it's all Class G, you're okay. If you need access to controlled airspace, you'll have to get an additional
Sometimes
COA.
I do have to deliver packages and
Right.
controlled airspace.
You might need a couple other COAs to get into other airspace.
Okay. All right. No worries.
You'll also have to maintain setback distances from public use, not private, public use, airports, and heliports.
Okay. All right. I'll stay far
And
away
it's
from
based
those.
on a 2, 3, or 5 nautical mile distance.
Nautical miles.
Depending,
Okay.
nautical miles, depending on whether or
No
not
metric system.
the airport or the heliport have an operational control tower
Okay.
or published instrument flight procedures.
Whoa. Okay.
That is what's going to make the difference between that 2, 3, 5 nautical mile.
All right.
If your sleigh drone needs to get closer to an airport or a heliport, public use,
Okay.
you'll get an additional COA.
Okay, so it is possible to do it.
It is possible,
just some
but not
extra
with
work.
the blanket COA.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, there is a discrepancy between the COA and the exemption condition limitations. I always point out, your COA says you can fly to 400-foot altitude. Your condition limitations say 200 foot.
I don't plan on spraying that high, so we should be fine.
You'll be fine. And we have to go with the lower amount. So you're maxed out at 200 foot.
200 feet. Okay.
Your exemption will also allow for 40 mile an hour airspeed,
Okay. All right. All right.
night operations,
Love that.
swarming, which the FAA calls multiple aircraft operations.
Does
So you
Rudolph's
could get-
nose count as a navigation light? Is that okay?
Actually, it could. I think
could?
it's bright enough.
Okay. Is there
Yeah.
a certain distance I need to
There
have
is.
lighting?
It's
Okay.
in your condition limitations. Yeah.
Okay. Perfect.
You'll also be able to do night ops, swarming up to 3 drones per elf.
Oof.
3 drones
I don't know if I trust them.
per elf, if you want them to.
Okay. Yeah. They get a little,
And get a little
squirrel brain
excited.
sometimes.
Yeah.
but-
Let's see what else. Also in your COA, the FAA is requiring us, we're the only aviators in all of aviation, but we are required to file monthly reports with the FAA.
Reports.
This is basically our
Mrs. Claus
overall.
always makes me do reports on what toys I deliver.
Yeah.
So I'm used to it.
She might be doing your monthly reports for you.
Okay.
These are submitted to the FAA via email.
Okay.
It is basically an overall on your flight operations. So it's going to ask for your company name, your Santa Claus, and your exemption number, your drone make, model, and N number,
Yep.
your location, the
Santa
amount
Claus
of flights you've had for that
LLC.
month. Yep.
I like
It
to be
lists the major
protected.
components of the drone, ask if you've had any failures or malfunctions.
Okay.
In addition to any incident, accident, collision, crash reporting.
Gotcha.
Once you learn about 107, you'll know that you have to do that within
okay.
24 hours. So you'll be double reporting any accidents and incidents on these monthly.
Yes.
So that's about it for the COA.
We run a very safe operation.
We
so I'm
do,
sure we'll
yeah,
be okay.
yes. Now, in your exemption, some of those condition limitations are specific to when you're operating at night, when you're swarming, etc. We're also required to maintain records. There's a few different types of records. So first, as a commercial 137 operator, private applicators don't have to do this, but commercial operators have to keep commercial spray records. It's similar to what your state requires for your applicator license. They usually ask for 2 years. The FAA asks for 1 year.
State requirements.
Yeah,
too.
and some of the info is the same, like the product you sprayed, the quantity. So we always suggest to just combine those records with your state. You got to keep them for 12 months.
Okay.
That's basically your specific commercial spray records. We also have to keep pilot training records. So each time you train an elf,
Okay.
you have to document that he's
Document it.
passed his training. He's
Gotcha.
completed his training program in that curriculum.
Okay.
In your
I think
training
I can
manual.
handle that.
Yeah.
Wondering where I am. Just
So
like
maintenance
spending
records
money.
are important. And generally, how we're learning to do maintenance is the aircraft user manuals.
Okay.
So you'll have to document that for your elves.
And
How
I know
were they trained?
our sleighs have very detailed manuals.
Yes.
So yes.
Yep, so that's what you'll go after for the maintenance.
Great.
There's also some other setbacks similar to the airport ones where for non-participants and participants, so think bodies, participants would be part of your crew. They're there for your flight operations. Non-participants, we're required to stay 500 foot back from them unless or when sufficient like barriers or structures are in place that would
Like a
provide
building
sufficient
or
protection
Fence maybe.
from any flying debris or spilled chemical.
Okay.
In like the worst case drone crash scenario, full speed, full load.
Santa Claus
How
LLC
far would it
has
go?
an immaculate safety record. So
It doesn't matter how safe you are, you got to stay
continue
500 foot back
being
from
safe.
non-participants.
Yes.
Unless there's some kind of barrier. So yeah, a building, a barn, change in terrain, a tree line. If it's
Okay.
dense enough, tree line.
Right, can't go
Anything that would stop. Now we are going to present to the FAA closer because aircraft debris fields are actually based off calculation. There's no way, even one of these biggest drones out here is going to fly 500 foot.
Right, that distance.
Yeah.
Okay.
But in the meantime, we've got to stay back from it.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
We also have a 500-foot buffer from vehicles, vessels, and structures
Okay.
when you can't get permissions to operate them.
Okay.
So if
Well, I hope
your
Miss
neighbor,
Claus gives me permission.
yeah, if you have permissions, you can get closer. If you don't have permissions, you have to stay back 500 foot
Okay.
until your pilots get a certain amount of hours of
Okay.
drone application experience and flight hours on your specific drone make and model.
My elves like to work really hard, so that should be no problem to knock
Yeah,
those
good.
hours out.
So if
quickly.
one of your elves has flown a DJI drone, for example, and he has those hours, you just get him the hours on your Vector drone,
Aha.
right?
Okay.
Or if they've already flown
Got
XAG and Vector, then forevermore they can get into the buffer, 400 foot of it.
Okay.
So our final setback is 100 foot.
100 feet. That's pretty
You got to
close.
stay 100 foot back.
You know, these
A
new
lower altitude, geofence boundaries, etc. So
Okay.
there's some requirements
awesome.
on the area you're operating by. You have to also
Great.
control the access to the area. Make sure people can't come in.
Make sure, nobody can go.
Yeah,
into,
like a
right,
safety.
Right,
It's
of
kind of
course.
safety barrier.
Which, of course, I mean, we don't want anybody going into the spray area while we
Right.
operate.
Those are some more of the kind of
I'll
complex.
train my elves
Yeah.
well.
Those are some more of the kind of complex restrictions that are out there.
Okay. Well, I mean, that was kind of a lot of stuff, but
It
I
is
think
a
with
lot.
my notes, you can see very detailed notes here.
Yes.
I think I got it. But let's say I forget something. How do I get in touch
Who
with
to
you guys?
call? You can
Link
call
in the
us.
description below.
309-361-7656. It's been our number for a long time. Or raptordynamic.com.
Raptordynamic.com. You can
You
contact
can message us
here.
on Facebook,
Yeah,
Instagram.
Facebook, Instagram, socials. You'll find them all below.
Yeah, schedule an FAA intake call with me. Stay tuned for our do-it-yourself
Yes, that's fun.
Christmas bonus
Yes,
by the end of the year.
Yes. Awesome. Well, I really appreciate it. We'll be in touch, and I'm very
Thanks,
excited
Santa.
to present this to Miss Claus. Hopefully,
Yeah,
she
what am I
approves
getting?
this.
What am I getting for Christmas?
It's a secret.
It's a secret.
I can't disclose my list.
As long as it's
Sorry.
not cool.